Good morning, everyone. We're having a little technical difficulty with ECTV. If everyone please rise for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. Thank you. I'd like to call this meeting to order. I'd like to thank the Olyphant Borough officials, council president, councilman, and mayor, and borough manager. Appreciate the opportunity to be able to come to Olyphant this morning. It's a borough that's really progressing wonderfully. Economic development on the top, the downtown, and down on the bottom. It's really something that's going along well. I'll call for approval of the reading of the minutes.
Motion.
Second.
On the question, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Opportunity for the public to address the board, agenda items only. No one? Okay, thank you. Resolution 220125.
Approving the current payables, be it resolved, the Board of Commissioners of Lackawanna County is hereby approve the following payables. Lackawanna County's general fund numbers 339-981-340-571 inclusive, totaling $8,132,394.31. Electronic fund transfers, including all payroll accounts, totaling $10,328,582.77. Adopted a regular meeting of the Board of Commissioners of Lackawanna County held on May 4th, 2022. Mr. Chairman.
Anyone have any questions? I'll entertain a motion to approve.
Motion.
Second.
On the question, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. Resolution 220121.
Approving a plan of financing for the Scranton-Lackawanna Health and Welfare Authority to undertake a project for the North Pocono Public Library. Whereas pursuant to Pennsylvania Municipality Authorities Act as amended, the County of Lackawanna, Pennsylvania, together with the City of Scranton, Pennsylvania, created the Scranton-Lackawanna Health and Welfare Authority to act as a financing authority for projects serving the city and or the county. And whereas the North Pocono Public Library has requested the authority to issue one or more series of its revenue notes in an aggregate principal amount not to exceed $2,250,000 to finance, refinance, and or reimburse a project for the benefit of the library, consisting of all or any of the following. A, refunding the library's outstanding loan for the United States Department of Agricultural Rural Housing Service, the proceeds of which were used by the library to acquire, construct, furnish, and equip its public library facilities located at 1315 Church Street, Moscow, Pennsylvania 18444. And B, funding contingencies and paying all or a portion of the costs and expenses of issuance of the notes. And whereas the authority has authorized the issuance of the notes pursuant to a resolution adopted by the authority on March 17, 2022, subject to approval of the project by the city and by the county. And whereas the approval of this board, as evidenced by this resolution, will enable the authority to finance the project without imposing any liability on the county or its citizens or taxpayers with respect to the notes. And whereas Section 147F of the Internal Revenue Code of 1986 as amended requires that the applicable elected representative of the governmental unit on behalf of which bonds or notes are issued, and of each governmental unit having jurisdiction over the area in which any facility with respect to which financing is to be provided from the net proceeds of such bonds or notes is located. Approve such notes after a public hearing in order for a private activity bond to be qualified bond under the code. And whereas the board is the applicable elected representative of the county within the meaning of the code, and whereas in accordance with Section 147F of the code, a public hearing was held by the authority at 2 p.m. local time on April 12, 2022. In connection with the issuance of the notes, and a report of such hearing has been provided to this board. And whereas the county desires to approve the financing of the project for the benefit of the library and to determine that it is desirable for the health, safety, and welfare of the people in the area to serve by the library and the project, to have the project financed by and through the authority. Now therefore, the Board of Commissioners of Lackawanna County of Lackawanna hereby resolves that, number one, the issuance of the notes by the authority in an aggregate principal amount not to excess of $2,250,000, and the use of the proceeds of the notes to finance the project are hereby approved. Number two, It is hereby declared desirable for the health, safety, and welfare of the people in the county of Lackawanna, Pennsylvania, to have the authority issue the notes for the purpose of financing the project. And number 3, the foregoing action of this board shall not in any way pledge or obligate the credit or the taxing power of the county of Lackawanna, Pennsylvania, nor shall the county be liable for the payment of the principal of premium, if any, or interest on the notes or any other cost related thereto. Adopted at a regular meeting of the Board of Commissioners, Lackawanna County, held on May 4th, 2022. Mr. Chairman, here to speak upon that is Attorney Brian Kozlansky.
Brian?
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Once again, I'll apologize for the length of my resolutions when I come here. This is normal health, safety, and welfare resolution for any authority financing when they do a conduit financing for borrowers. This is for the North Pocono Public Library. It is just a straight refinancing of an existing deal that they have to lower their interest rate. No new money, no liability in the county, no funds of the county as always. So it is just a routine resolution that we have to do for these projects. Happy to answer any questions.
Thank you. Anyone have any questions for Brian?
Nope.
No? Okay, entertain a motion to approve.
Motion.
Second.
On the question, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you,
very
Brian.
much. Have a nice morning.
Thank you, Brian.
Resolution 220122.
Accepting the proposal from Icon Tech for McDade Park. Be it resolved that the Board of Commissioners of Lackawanna County is hereby accept the proposal from Icon Technologies Incorporated to install equipment to improve the Wi-Fi at McDade Park at a cost of $76,199. Adopted at a regular meeting of the Board of Commissioners of Lackawanna County held on May 4th, 2022. Mr. Chairman, here to speak upon that is our IT Director, Mr. Mike Brown.
Mr. Brown?
Good morning, Commissioners and everyone. This proposal actually improves the quality of service for our citizens at McDade Park, but also prepares us for the security initiative of putting video cameras into the parks to protect our citizens there. So that's what this cost is mainly for.
Thank you. Anyone have any questions for Mike? Okay, I'll entertain a motion to approve.
Motion.
Second.
Question, all in favor?
Aye.
Thanks, Mike. Resolution 220127.
Accepting a quote from Horizon Polycom. Be it resolved, Board of Commissioners of Lackawanna County is hereby accept the quote from Horizon AVL Polycom for the Lackawanna County Criminal Courtroom additions to cost $282,549.52. Adopted at a regular meeting of the Board of Commissioners of Lackawanna County held on May 4th, 2022. Once again, Mr. Chairman, here is Mr. Brown.
And again, this proposal is to finalize the actual Polycom project that started in late 2020 with the additional changes that the judges would like to make in the rooms to make them more applicable and feasible for them to do business in the courtroom. Some of the items that we had in there originally didn't necessarily work out for day-to-day function and moving around. So this will actually solidify that.
Anyone have any questions for Mike?
I have one question, and it has nothing to do with this one, but they're the same group that's doing our commissioner room, right?
Correct.
Is that
The-
finished yet or not?
There are additions that are from this proposal that actually go into that. So this will
Okay.
complete the Polycom project throughout the entire
Oh,
county.
good, okay.
Thank you. Any other questions? Entertain a motion to approve.
Motion.
Second.
Question, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thanks, Mike.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Resolution 220126.
Approving a vendor relationship. Be it resolved, the Board of Commissioners of Lackawanna County is hereby approve a vendor relationship with Vortex, a Pennsylvania CoStarz vendor, to provide a design and the equipment of a splash pad amenity at McDade Park Pool Complex. Be it resolved, the Lackawanna County desires services related to Lackawanna County's recreation needs and amenity upgrades and additions necessary to respond to increased park usage and to mitigate the negative effects of COVID-19's pandemic, initially at McDade Park, and be it resolved that Lackawanna County desires Vortex to include best practices to assist with recreation needs and amenities following the onset of COVID-19. And be it further resolved that the Board of Commissioners of the County of Lackawanna is hereby direct the Director of Planning and Economic Development to sign and authorize all documents related to this vendor relationship for the splash pad amenity project at the McDade Park Pool Complex. And now therefore be it resolved this 4th day of May 2022 that the Lackawanna County Board of Commissioners does hereby authorize entering into a vendor relationship with Vortex, a Pennsylvania CoStarz vendor, adopted at a regular meeting of the Board of Commissioners of Lackawanna County held on May 4th, 2022. Mr. Chairman, here to speak upon that is our Director of Economic Development, Ms. Brenda Sacco.
Ms. Sacco?
Good morning, Commissioners and everyone. This resolution states that the county is entering into and approving a vendor relationship with Vortex, who is a PA CoStar's vendor and a leader in the splash pad industry. They are going to provide design, equipment, and installation of a splash pad at McDade Park. Any questions?
Anybody have any questions for Brenda? This concept of a splash pad was started in Taylor by Peg and John Domenick.
Yes.
They were able to raise some money through grants, and they were able to transfer those to Lackawanna County. And we're able to do it at McDade Park, which isn't in Taylor, but it's on the border and it's close, and they're very instrumental in this, getting this project started though, and hopefully to its completion. Thank you, Brenda.
You're welcome.
All right, entertain a motion to approve.
Motion.
Second.
On the question? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, thank you. Resolution 220124.
Entering into an agreement with the Lackawanna Heritage Valley Authority, be it resolved, the Board of Commissioners of Lackawanna County is hereby enter into an agreement for professional services with the Lackawanna Heritage Valley Authority for routine maintenance service for the Lackawanna River Heritage Trail to commence May 1st, 2022 and end on April 30th, 2023. The authority will remit to the county the annual sum of $15,000 for services. Adopted at regular meeting of the Board of Commissioners of Lackawanna County held on May 4th, 2022. Mr. Chairman, here to speak upon that is our Director of Parks, Mr. Art Moran.
Mr. Commissioners, this is just a yearly agreement with the Lackawanna Heritage Valley Association. The parks just cuts the grass, picks up the garbage on the trail, starting in Simpson and going all the way to Taylor. But it's just a yearly agreement that we have with them.
And you're actually getting paid this year too.
Actually, we are getting paid this year.
And we haven't in the past.
I know last year we didn't get paid, and I think this is the first actual signature we're getting in since 2018.
Okay,
So,
all right, that's great. All right, thank you. Anyone any questions for Mr. Moran?
No.
Okay, entertain a motion to approve.
Motion.
Second.
On the question, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, thank you.
thank you.
Opportunity for the public to address the board? Nobody? Okay, commissioners, other business? Mr. Chermak?
Yes, I want to recognize our corrections officers this week. So it's National Corrections Officers Week. It runs from May 1st to Saturday, May 7th. Something that was established by President Ronald Reagan back in 1984. So let's recognize our people. They're good people, they work hard, and it's not a very safe place to be. Secondly, I just have one little issue. Well, it's not a little issue, it's a major issue. We have things brewing up at the 911 center. We have supervisors that are resigning, leaving. We don't have a lot of dispatchers to begin with. Getting new recruits is very difficult. I think we have one coming out of the class now. They're being mandated. And it's difficult. It's very difficult. They work a lot of hours. It's a very stressful job. So we need to really look at that. If we have an issue, we're going to be in trouble. You know, we didn't lose. John Lewis retired. Rich Barbolish retired. They're two-part, they were the administrative people. Dave Hahn was forced to resign. He's gone. And these people weren't replaced. So we only have a few people up there trying to run the whole entire operation. So it's a serious issue, and we need to take a look at that.
I think we have a job fair coming up, right?
I think they're looking at next week.
Next week, Commissioner, there's a job fair for 911 dispatchers, correctional officers, sheriffs, most of the positions that we can't fill.
We know
We're having a
it's
tough
not
time
just
filling.
here. It's a nationwide
It is,
problem,
correct.
but, we need to really take a hard look at this.
Yeah,
and
it's been an issue forever. We basically don't pay enough. We did give them a raise a few years ago, and we were grieved by the union for giving them a pay increase, which doesn't make any sense to me, but that's what happened, and, we were able to win. But there's no question, Chris, it's an issue.
It's a big problem. Back when the pandemic first started, Dave was instrumental in getting us PPE and getting us underway with testing sites. I was even up at the old Kmart and John Lewis and Rich Barbosa, they were all there. We were all setting up those inflatable tents, and, you know, they were a well-oiled machine, and now they're not. So it's just a very big concern of mine.
The two individuals that were retired, Barbolish and who was the other one? Lewis. They were replaced by Al Carney and Tom Taylor.
Yeah, but Al
And I believe
Carney
they're still-
and Tommy Taylor and Katrina, they were there, so now they picked up what they were doing plus everything else that they were doing.
We definitely need more people.
So
There's no
it's,
question we need more people.
and those budgets are all covered through PEMA, and
So is it 100% from FEMA? Or is it
pretty darn
percent?
close.
I'm not really sure what the percentage is.
Pretty
It's
darn
very high.
It's high.
Commissioner Chermak is correct. It's a high
Yes, it is.
percentage.
I'm just telling you, we have,
Have
something
they reached,
happens,
have they
we're in
reached
problem.
out to indicate what type of support they need? Maybe somebody should ask Tommy Taylor and Al Carney
I
what kind of support they
visit with them
require.
quite a bit.
Yeah, he's up there quite often.
See what they want.
I'm
Oh, I'd
hoping
like
the
to get
job
Dave
fair
Lund
helps
back.
us.
That'd be
Commissioner.
great.
Yep. Okay, Commissioner Domenick?
Yes, so May 1st through May 31st is Mental Health Awareness Month, the entire month of May. And the point of it is to aim to fight the stigma associated with mental health illness, to provide support to those suffering with mental illness, educate the public, and advocate for policies that support people with mental illness, but also their families. Mental health issues not only affect the person with the illness, but their entire support, all their family, anyone who loves them is affected by it, like any other disease. So I hope that we are at the point where stigma is ending with regard to both drug addiction and mental health, but I think it still does, even as much as I want to believe that it's not, it does still exist. So we just really want to help these people, and especially with the pandemic which we thought was starting off at 3 weeks and turned into 2 years plus. I believe that the issues with mental health have increased. I think people are suffering more than they were pre-pandemic. At least that's what I read. And also, but I believe that people are so focused on the pandemic that issues like mental health and drug addiction are kind of overlooked or overshadowed. So if you know somebody who needs help, there's Marianne Colbert. She is the director of our Behavioral Health, Intellectual Disability, and Early Intervention Department, which is part of our Human Services. Her phone number is 570-346-5741. And then, God forbid, you know somebody who is going to, is contemplating suicide, or you're concerned that this person is going to, or if you yourself are contemplating it, take it seriously. The National Suicide Prevention Hotline is 1-800-273-8255. So just be aware.
Thank you. And I would just like to wish every mother a happy Mother's Day. And we have to take into consideration they have the hardest job of all. This is a piece of cake compared to being a mother. So I want to thank everyone in Olyphant, and have a nice day. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Two items up to bed here, real quick. We want to talk about the job fair. It's probably going to happen next Wednesday or Thursday. And Director Sacco is having another event up at the amphitheater on March 14th, which is free to the public. It's a give back to the mountain premise. They are going to have vendors up there. People can come up and do some shopping. They can have a couple of drinks, bites to eat. It's going to be an all-day affair from 12 noon
8.
until 8 p.m.
And there's about 15 bands,
And it's free.
20 bands. 20 plus, you said?
Yes, and 70.
Like local
Did I
bands.
say March? May 14th.
May 14th.
March 14th is
So
all
not this
over.
Saturday, next Saturday.
That's correct. That's all.
Same day?
Hot Dog Fest.
That's right up Jerry's alley.
McDade Park, 11 to 2. Helmets, bike safety education, and of course, hot dogs.
Wait, say that again. The hot dog fest.
Into the microphone,
Yeah,
Joseph.
Come on,
So
Joe.
they
Oh,
can
you're
have-
on now, Joe.
It's probably one of my favorite activities. Hot dogs are back. Bike fair at McDade Park. Rick is in charge. 11 to 2, McDade Park, helmets,
Helmet giveaway.
helmet giveaway, safety instruction by area police officers, and the hot dogs. And our sponsors are Geisinger, Shifts, and the Anthracite Fight Coalition. So,
What time?
again, everything is free, 11 to 2.
And this is the same day as the,
As,
Yes.
what's the official, what do we,
Lackawanna County, Give Back on the Mountain.
Give Back on the Mountain? Okay. So we have a lot going on that.
Joe, are you cooking the hot dogs?
of course,
Yes.
I have a PhD in that. And I probably am one, too.
Okay. I need this back. All right, thank you all. Motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Second.
On the question? All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.